Good morning. Today is Wednesday, September 8th, and it is a white day. Seniors and juniors who have not yet registered to take the PSAT or SAT during the October school day testing have until tomorrow, Thursday, September 9th, to register. You should have received an email from guidance@stjacademy.org on the 7th with the registration link. Are you constantly looking for ways to be moves ahead and strategize for the unpredictable future? Look no further. Chess Club is a good way to help you strategize and exercise your brains to be always steps ahead. Chess Club will be meeting in the Mayo Lounge, located in the library on Wednesdays after conference period. Email Mr. Kwok with any questions. Come see what all the racket is about. Badminton Club meets today starting at 3:30 on Stowe Green. Again, see you for badminton today at 3:30 on Stowe Green. Contact Ms. Smith with any questions. The Breathing Room will meet in Newell Hall 10 this afternoon. Come find your inner calm. Beginner meditators are welcome. See Miss Greenstone with any questions. Happy birthday today to Hunter Plante, Griffin St. Pierre, and Addison Heath. Happy birthday. Today we have boys golf at Ralph Meyer Country Club at 4. Please release the team at 12. And girls golf at St. Johnsbury Country Club at 4. Please release the team at 2:15. Good luck and have a great day.
Thank you, Ashley. This just in from ESPN. All the sports scores over the weekend. On Friday afternoon, in the first contested match on our new turf field, down at Fairbanks Field, the varsity girls soccer lost to Burton 2-1. On Saturday, varsity field hockey went up to Linden Institute and beat them 3-1. Also on Saturday, boys varsity soccer opened their season with a 1-0 win over Mount Anthony. Brandon Demers scored the lone goal, assisted by Liam Laidlaw. Noah Schwanya recorded the shutout in goal. And JVA boys soccer beat Mount Anthony 3-1. Yesterday, the boys cross-country team lost on the tiebreaker to U32 as they placed second in a 5-team meet. Evan Thornton Sherman and Hale Boyden placed 1-2 to lead the team. Nathan Lenzini and Nathaniel Bernier broke up the U32 pack to nearly score the upset. And finally yesterday, JV football whipped up on Hartford 40-18. Congratulations to those teams. So over the course of the last couple of weeks, we've been having conversation about characteristics that allow a community to thrive and succeed, whether it's the national community or the community within our own classrooms. We talked about academic character. We spoke about the Pledge of Allegiance and the ideals that make this nation strong, but on the other hand, what can threaten it. I want to tell a story about prom day last spring in June that I think highlights one of the most important aspects that make communities succeed, and that is what I call neighborliness. So in June, Nelson was my son, some of you may know, was on his way to the prom, and he crashed into a tree about 6 miles from the house. Of course, Mo and I jumped in the car, we zipped up there. Before we could even get there, already on the scene were 2 volunteer firemen. First on the scene was a neighbor from the village in which we live, Groton, who owns a business there. He owns a meadery and an ice cream store. So his principal job is making mead and ice cream, and he volunteers as a fireman. He's a first responder. He was there to make sure Nelson was okay, to help him push the car off the side of the road. And it was comforting to have a neighbor there on the scene. The next person we came across was the chief of the fire department in Peacham. It's a man who owns his own insurance company, so clearly he's quite busy with his own business. But he chooses to volunteer as the fire chief in Peacham. And he's a first responder. He was controlling traffic, calling for the state police, an ambulance to make sure everything was all right. I want to speak to the importance of volunteers and volunteering in your community. Because most all of the fire departments in our area are not professionals. They aren't paid to be firemen or firewomen. They volunteer. And without them, we'd all be in danger. They give up their time and they risk their lives and their health to serve their communities. This was brought home to me again only about a week ago. I was driving into the parking lot listening to the radio at Price Chopper when a story came on the news advertising for people to come and join and become officials. There's a dearth of officials here in Vermont. Soccer, basketball, softball, baseball, etc. We don't have enough officials, and the advertisement was pointing out that without officials, the games can't go on. I also got to thinking about the number of men and women who volunteered to coach in our local community, youth sports. Without them, we wouldn't have any youth sports. Without people who volunteer in their local children's theater, we wouldn't have children's theater. And on it goes. And I call this sense of volunteerism neighborliness. It's really an essential aspect of successful communities. And what I want you guys to think about today is when you hear on the radio a call for officials, or when you hear announcements later this year, I promise, every year St. Johnsbury School hosts a soccer jamboree, and they're looking for young people to help officiate. If people from this stage, from the radio, from within the community are calling for volunteers, I urge you to think deeply about being a good neighbor and volunteering. Thanks very much.